Hi, this is James from tracyandmac.co.uk and from unboxings.com, and today we're going to have a look at another iOS app. This one is again available for the iPad that we have here, but you can also get it on the iPhone. It's $5.99 and it's called X-Plane 9. So let's dive in. Now essentially this is a flight simulation application, but it's a little bit different to anything I've seen before. So we'll give you a quick run through of the options, and then we'll take you for a quick flight. So if we jump into the menu, we'll start off at this end. We have lots of settings. There's a settings tab here called Apollo, and this is basically a space shuttle simulator. So there's various options here on the left, so you can actually start as you're descending, or as you're just sort of flying around space, or you can actually take off. It's quite a long-winded process. Next here we have the weather conditions. We can change the time of day and the conditions. We can also change the height of the cloud cover, which is quite nice. Then we change the time that we're actually flying at. So it's going from nice daylight to sort of dusky, a little bit darker, and then completely dark at night. Onto the planes. There's a great big selection, as you can see here. So we've got some small propelled planes, onto some small jets, and then we go onto the airliners. We've got a few helicopters. There's 5 there to choose from, and we've got some fighter jets and some bombers, which are the most fun. And then we've also got some gliders, which aren't so fun. So let me choose my favourite plane, which is this one here. We then choose the region. So there's a selection of regions, and again the weather conditions or the lighting conditions are slightly different depending on where you are, but you can change them from within the app. I'm going to choose New York, because in New York, if you're in a jet fighter or certain ones, you get an aircraft carrier you can take off and land from. So while that's selecting, we'll hopefully in a second head on over to the map. Just waiting for New York to load. Come on New York, hurry up. There we go. So then we head over to the map. Now, currently we're the pink plane icon on the screen there. We can actually zoom in, and there's lots of airports dotted around the map, as you can see. For example, this one here has got has lines. Here's a better option here. This one here, I don't know if you can see, it's got some lines which is showing you the best way to come in, or the best heading to come in for the runway. So then on the left hand side here, which I shall just try and zoom in for a wee bit. So here we are, we've got some options. So if we pause the flight at the top here, we can return to the flight. We can go a random flight, random location. We can click to 5,000 feet and 10,000 feet. There's an in pursuit mode where you're chasing another fighter and you have to shoot them down. Cat shot, that is while you're on an aircraft carrier. There's an aircraft carrier approach. And then there's 2 takeoff options from different airports, and 2 final approaches for different airports. So we shall jump into one of those, and I'll give you a brief tour of what it's about. So I think we'll start off with a carrier shot. So here we are on the aircraft carrier. Now there's couple of different views you can use. We're obviously inside the cockpit looking out. There is another version of that, where you get some dials on the screen like so, or there's an outer one where you can actually see the plane from the outside, and you can zoom in and out, and you can also move it around, which is rather nice. We'll jump into that in a minute once we're up in the air. This is the view that I tend to use most of the time. So on the left hand side we've got the throttle up and down, on the right we've got the flaps up and down. We've also got a hook for when we're landing on the aircraft carrier. We've got the landing gear, the brake, and over on the right we've got some guns. We've got machine guns. We've also got some missiles, 4 of those. And at the bottom here we've also got rudder control. So what we'll do, let's get this baby in the air. So put the throttles up, take the brake off, and you just use the iPad to steer. So you pull up, obviously to gain some height, and you can move left and right. So if we just move that into that view, so you can see we're cruising there. And we'll put the landing gear up, so the wheels are going to go away. As you can see, you can zoom right out. So it's not the most exciting game, but it's, oh there we are, the cloud cover. It's not the most exciting game, but I just love it to sort of fly around, and I don't know, it's great. You can get up to some real good heights as well, and then obviously if you're descending from good heights, you can get some really good speed up. We can roll it like so. And again, I find this view's certainly best for when you're coming into land. As you can see there, over on the right hand side, there's actually an airstrip there. I'm not going to be able to land there. I'm too fast and coming into the wrong angle. But like I suppose on a real aircraft, if you are going to be landing, you've got to really be careful of your speed, and you've got to use your flaps, that sort of thing. I will show you very quickly a helicopter, but they are incredibly hard to control. And we'll go for this one. Okay, so here we are on the ground. So on the right hand side of the screen with the helicopter, we've got the throttle, and then on the left hand side this controls our sort of ascent and descent, and then we've got a rudder down here on the right hand side. So we'll try and get this up in the air. I say it's extremely hard to control, but we'll give it a try. There we go, and we're up. It's certainly a lot easier to do in this view. And again, you can just fly about. Obviously, being in a helicopter, it's you can't get up the same speed as is in a jet fighter, but you know, it's still fun to have a practice with anyway. So that's X-Plane. As I said before, it is a paid app. It's $5.99. If you like this sort of thing, it's money well spent, if you ask me, because with all the different planes, all the different places you can fly, that sort of thing, it's certainly hours of entertainment. I've had this for, I don't know, I've probably had this since I got the iPad from America actually, so it's been quite a long time, and I play this, I wouldn't say daily, but I certainly play it every week. Go check it out. Thanks for watching.
Bitdefender is dedicated to protecting people's digital lives, so working with unboxings.com to help preview and review the latest technology is a perfect fit.